Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be setting up a recipe that I really enjoy, spring rolls or summer rolls. And I've got my washi tape here and my sticker sheet, and these are some of the stickers that I grabbed as well as the sticker books. The other one was from a food specific smaller book. So okay, I'm basically going to start off by putting some washi at the top just to kind of liven up the title. And like I said, this one is for spring rolls or summer rolls depending on what you choose to put in them. And so there's lots of greenery, if you will. I like to use like cabbage and spinach sometimes in mine, and also like herbs, mint, cilantro, things like that. So this recipe is just kind of a guideline, but feel free to mix it up if you guys are going to give this a try and put in whatever vegetables suit your need. And I saw this on a YouTube video way back when I was trying to get some ideas for vegetarian vegan eating. And I wrote it down, just the ingredients, and I made it a couple times watching the video, so I kind of know the directions, but there's nothing really written down. So you're going to see me just kind of wing it with the directions, and I'll kind of explain how it's done. But right now I'm just laying in the washi tape and some of the key elements for the ingredients, and also just some fun little things to kind of liven it up. So there's two parts to this recipe. There is the sauce for dipping, and then the actual spring rolls. So, or I'm gonna have to call them summer rolls because that's what I call them on the sheet, but I'm used to calling them spring rolls when you order them out. But yeah, and these are basically raw spring rolls, except for the I choose to use baked tofu inside for the kind of hearty part, but you don't have to have that. You could use it with just the avocado, or you could do it with unbaked tofu, or yeah, just any kind of supplemental meat you want to use. Yeah, but I didn't call it raw because I did use baked tofu. So right now I'm writing in the ingredients for the roll itself, and basically it has a rice paper sheet and a few different vegetables to use, and like I said, that can be changed up depending on your tastes. You don't need much. That's one thing I've noticed, is that sometimes when I first started I put quite a bit of the food inside the roll, and then it was just way too big to actually roll up. So go lean on the building of the roll when you do put in your vegetables and things, and it'll be a lot easier, and you can just make more. So if you are hungry or want something a little bit more substantial, I usually eat 2 to 3 for a meal with it fairly stuffed, enough to roll it, but a good handful. So yeah. The one with the star there, the toasted sesame oil, that is not really used for anything other than to keep the rice paper sheet from sticking. So you just need some type of oil. It doesn't have to be toasted sesame, but if you are affected by flavors, oil flavors, that's probably a good oil to do, because it's already kind of toasted, and the oil has some flavor to it that isn't real raw tasting. But you could use olive oil, or like EVO, or maybe even like a almond or walnut oil, and that could also be very good. So like I said, I'm kind of writing in the ingredients as I remember them, and I remembered about oiling the prep area. So when you actually make this recipe, you need to soak the rice paper sheet in the water for a few minutes, and then it becomes pliable, but it's also quite sticky once it starts to dry. So oiling your surface area makes a big difference from when you try to roll it up, and also for storage so they don't stick to each other. And yes, so right now I'm just finishing writing up the preparation, and these are pretty simple, which I love. I told you guys I really like simple recipes. I really don't like anything too complicated. There is a bit of work on the front end to prep all of the veggies that you're going to be putting in there so that they're, cut nice and long and easy to stick into the roll. So that's one thing I didn't actually write down. I didn't write down specific ingredient totals for the veggies or how to cut them, but basically you really just want slivers, if you will, long strips of however you can prepare your veggies. So like cucumbers, you want a long skinny strip. You want the carrots like in ribbons or in shreds, things like that. So just an FYI, I realized I didn't write that in at the time, but because I got this off a video, it was a little, I could see what she was doing, so I just kind of know what it is. So while I'm writing in kind of the details about this recipe, so like I said, I got the actual instructions from a YouTube video by, I think, Steffi Addison. I'll write it down right now. And she also includes the sauce, but I did not include that sauce on this sheet. I actually pulled another sauce that was a little bit more natural. The other one was simpler, but it used a hoisin sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the hoisin sauce has a lot of sugar in it, so I just need to be more cautious of that. So the one that I actually ended up pulling is from Vegan Bowls, which I follow on Instagram, and their sauce is a little bit more natural, and it uses coconut sugar, and I have options for replacing the sugar in this one with something like stevia or monk fruit, which can be keto friendly as well as no sugar friendly. So I liked that option as well. It's a little more detailed as far as actually making it, but it's just a kind of mix and you're done type thing, so I think it'll work out pretty well for me, and I like the customization options. But I have not tried this sauce yet, so we'll see how it goes. So right now I'm just kind of putting in the last little decor pieces to make this more fun, and then I think we'll be done, friends. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch or have any suggestions for me. And think about subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!